the world like Action Pod, where you're the center of the action. It's bigger and better than ever. Something for everyone, looking for fun. Get ready for the action.
Catch the action with over 50 rides, shows, and attractions at the world's largest participation park, where you and the rides become one. You're just minutes away.
There's nothing in the world like Action Park.
Just go to Action Park. There's no other park like it.
When it's hot out, this is a great place to spend the day with your family. There's lots of big things for little kids to do. I love Action Park because it's so beautiful.
It's like coming to Broadway. It's wonderful.
Race like a pro. It's great. These are the most amazing rides in the world. I love it here.
There's nothing in the world like Action Park.
Good morning, friends, and happy Monday. I'm excited to get back to engineering and design with you today. So as you see the page in front of you, what we're working on this week is designing and engineering a tourist attraction. Now, I've had all weekend to be thinking about this, so I want you to use this video as ways of framing your thinking for the rest of the week. So Monday, today's work, is going to be fairly reduced, but I do want you to maybe spend the most time brainstorming and coming up with your ideas, as I'm going to be sharing with you what you're doing this week for your engineering. So, when you're designing an engineering tourist attraction, you first need to decide what type of tourist attraction you would like to design. So I gave you some ideas here. You could design an amusement park or a water park. When I think about amusement parks, I think about Disneyland. Disneyland has roller coasters. It also has fun experiences for families and visitors to experience. So there's many different types of amusement parks you might want to consider. You could make a water park, or you could have an action park like we have here in our town. I hope you enjoyed that commercial from the 80s. You could design a multiplex, similar to Maple Grange, I'm thinking, but maybe you want to make it in a stadium thinking if you want to make it more of a larger arena. But if you're doing a multiplex, you need to be thinking about the types of sports you're including and how you're going to fit that into whatever your design will look like when you're sharing that sketch further this week. You could make a sports arena focusing on maybe one or two specific sports, but you need to be considering crowd control and all of the ways that that stadium would be designed. Maybe you're not into sports, so you might be into other things. Maybe you want to design a museum and share your favorite artists or your favorite type of work. That could be something to consider. You could consider just making an open park for people that want to spend time. So you would consider landscaping, walking areas, and ways for people to maybe do meditation and relaxation. There's many different types of indoor or outdoor facilities that function as tourist attractions. If you have some idea that's kind of close, a little bit different, write it in the discussion thread today so that friends can give you advice and so that I can let you know that, yeah, that's a great idea. If you're thinking about the ideas off this page, take them, use them, they're yours. You will need to develop those ideas over time. If you're having a hard time, make sure you're on the discussion board, but I'm going to now go through the rest of the week of what you're going to be expected of completing. So for Monday, today, you need to think about what you would design. So brainstorm ideas, take notes, and share your ideas. Today, you should be posting something similar to what you see down below, but with explanation of what you will specifically be doing. So, are you going to make another Disney World with a new spin? Maybe I've been thinking about this for a long time. Maybe this is my chance to actually design my indoor drone gaming facility, and I would have a lot of different things to design and to plan for. Maybe you want to do your sports arena, or a roller coaster ride, or a museum, or a water park, or a ski resort or an action park. Guys, this could be anything. So I'm really excited to see what you would like to design. Now that's for Monday. Now I will briefly go through the rest of the week so you know how to be preparing yourself for the work that I will be expecting you to post. So on Tuesday, you need to have an idea to share. You need to tell us, what are you designing? What type of amusement or tourist attraction? Where will it be located? I want a specific location. That way we can talk about where you might need to consider different parts of what will be designed in your amusement park. For instance, if I was designing an amusement park in Alaska, I would need to understand the weather temperature and changes so that I could accommodate for that in my design. If I'm looking for open space and I'm wanting to make it in New York City, I'm not going to truly probably be able to find open space. So you do not need to make it in our country. It can be anywhere. It could even be something silly like if you were doing something on the moon. But you need to be telling me the type of design that you're working for your amusement park and your location. Now, at that time, I would like you to have a name for your park. So we saw the video for Action Park today. This is their logo and their name. So what you will be required on Tuesday is to share your idea, your type of design, the location of your design, and the name. If you would like to work on making a logo and sharing that for extra credit, you are welcome to post that on Tuesday. On Wednesday, I am asking you to share your preliminary design layout. So I would like you to share your plan. Now, people will have different ideas. So I'm thinking that a bird's eye view gives us a larger perspective of what you are designing. But if you are working on something different and it needs to be a different viewpoint, that's fine. For instance, my indoor drone gaming facility probably isn't best for a bird's eye view. I probably would need to sketch you the design template of what the layout of that building would be. And in that case, you can do that. But you should be considering crowd control, like things like parking or things like bathrooms or things like how you've organized the movement of those people. Think about all different types of people with different abilities. So make sure that you have all different types of people considered, like wheelchair users or people that might be hard of hearing. Make sure you're considering landscaping and the actual aesthetics of your design. Does anyone know what this is? If you look carefully, you'll probably recognize the center point of Disneyland or Disney World. I'm sorry, I'm not specific to know. But notice how Walt Disney designed this layout. It's meant to have the masses be able to move easily through the beginning and entry of Disneyland and then be able to branch off to different areas. The way that that was made is so that the crowd can be controlled. Also, the crowd understands that they can go back to the center point at any moment and then find different places. As much as that castle is a good aesthetics and a good, a pretty thing to look at, it's also a central point for people to find where they are. So think about having one huge thing maybe positioned in the middle because it will help people to find their location. Think about the design of the bird's eye view, what it might look like from above. So I will be sharing ideas with you how you can think about that, but Wednesday is your preliminary design layout. On Thursday, you will be going into specifics about one element of your park. So you can share a specific ride, or the design for a water slide, or a roller coaster. You can tell me or show me whatever one specific element of your design in detail. Some crowd-pleasing element that you want to share. Now, notice above here, I said that if you would like to build this element with recyclables or things from around your house or out of Legos, you can let us know that you are sharing a built prototype and you can have 2 days to do this. So you would share your work on Friday. Now, Today, you are just thinking about these ideas. But as we work through the week, notice that we're building the work that we're sharing, and we're producing evidence of real work for the week. So I want you to be looking at this and thinking if you want to sketch a design or if you want to physically build, you have 2 days. For Friday, you're going to share a small commercial. So you're going to write out highlights of your tourist attraction, and you're going to make me excited and entice people to visit. So you are basically on Friday writing a pitch to your audience, which are your friends, to tell them to come to your location. Now, other people are still finishing the 2-day project to physically build their model, and I can't wait to see the things that you might be building. I will be going through all of what is required of you each day this week. But this week we are designing and engineering a tourist attraction. Today you need to think about your idea, your design. You need to brainstorm what you're thinking about, take notes, and share your ideas. This way, if you're not sure what it is that you might be building or be working through, you can ask your friends or me. This week, you are building and designing an amusement park. You do not need to be physically building anything, but you are at least sketching and sharing your plans throughout the week. If any of these slides were unclear, please go back through. You can press pause and see what it is that I'm asking of you. I will also be posting this information on Schoology. Make sure you're posting each and every day on Schoology so that you have credit for the work that you're doing. Thank you for working so hard. We are getting close to the end of the year. Have a wonderful day, and make sure you're posting your work this week for our design challenge, which is making a tourist attraction either an amusement park, an indoor or outdoor facility. Thanks, friends.